rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Josh, that's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Patterson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5. And the Bears first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Chicago.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tackled by Dean Lowry.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Check right. 36.
set them back 5. Now Trubisky to throw on second. His throw incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20.
I can't believe they even let you play.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
It's a gain of
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Rodgers going to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll get this to his running back, Calais. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bears' 41-yard line.
Second and 12. On the ground, it's Calais. And he'll bring bring this one inside the 35.
Raymond Calais, the ball carrier.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. They run with Calais. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
At the 21-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They will run for the first time here with White. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Good. Makes the score Packers 7, Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the stick. Because then the defense has the advantage.
Bears nothing.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
First down, Chicago.
Here's David Montgomery, second-year man from Iowa State. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down, Bears.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Patterson on the draw play. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Draw play.
10 more there and another first down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 10.
Here's Patterson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Here's Calais. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Because I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Rep 26. Check 25. Check 25. Right now. You got 58. Check.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll find his running back out of the backfield, Raymond Calais. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And taken right on the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bears take over.
47-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action. Trubisky. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 43 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Demetrius Harris, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Eddie Pinheiro.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 21 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Hey, 626.
They'll run. Calais. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Raymond Calais with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Don't try my patience. I'm gonna pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'm gonna run to the bed until we all got 10 buckets. Yeah, them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gonna run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a thing, my life.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Take over.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set it. It's a party now. It's a party night. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Boom, boom.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Calais. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now Crosby for the point after. Make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
That's the score. Packers 24, Bears 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you have confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Patterson on the carry. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 29. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
3 yards. Brings up
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And it looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the run, watch the run. Mike's 59, Mike's 59. I smell fear in that inside. I smell fear in that offense. Check.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
8-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. This to Graham on the short pass. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down.
Now Foles. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Here's Foles. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. That's going to set him back 5 yards. On play action, they'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here's Foles throwing complete to Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now a hook up downfield on second down. Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Bears 7.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Looking to throw again on second down. Foles.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And it's third down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. And that is incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And oh, it's It's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
For Chicago.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is Gibson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
33-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
44-yard line.
Strip that ball.
Rodgers looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. He's coming. Double up, double up.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Green Bay Packers. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mike's behind it. 18. Yo. Yo. Check 15.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Artie Burns there on the coverage.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
58's the mark. 58's the mark.
They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain.
Final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Green Bay, the perfect season remains in